Hey, welcome to A Moment to Move, and today we're looking at doing a 25-minute full body strength building vinyasa style sequence, and we're going to waste no time at all. So when you're ready, meet me on the mat or on your floor space, and we're going to warm up the wrists. So we're going to come to hands and knees, stack the shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, and we're just gently going to rock forward and back. Just stretching into the wrists. You can start making a few circles from side to side, gently gripping the mat with your fingertips. And from there we're just going to spin the fingers to face towards the knees, and we're just going to sit back onto the heels. You can take a few bounces, you can pedal out the wrists. So we're hoping to activate the full body today, and we're going to hopefully move very fluently at the same time as well. So hope you enjoy it. From there we're going to stack the shoulders back over the wrists. Now the further away you have your knees, the harder it is. The closer your knees are to your wrists, the easier it becomes, and we're just going to raise up onto that first knuckle and lower back down. I'm going to keep shifting my knees back. We're keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrists, and we're just going to go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sit back onto the heels, shake out the hands, and we're going to place the hands back down. We're going to do some scapular rotation. So from here, we're going to have a gentle dome in the back. Tuck the hips under, so the hips are stacked over the knees, and we're just going to lower the chest through, closing and bringing the shoulder blades on the back. Then we're going to then pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then we're going to dome the upper back with the shoulders, point the shoulders down, and then we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears, and then bring the chest back down, so bring the shoulder blades onto the back for retraction, down the back, doming the upper back for protraction, bring them up towards the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring them down the back, closed, protraction, gentle dome, up to the ears. And we're going to go the other way now, so keeping the protraction, bring them down the back, bring the shoulder blades onto the back for retraction, up to the ears. So you can start making some fluid circles. One more this side, down, up to the ears, doming the upper back. Might want to shake out the hands just quickly. There's a little bit of pressure on the hands there. We're going to come back into that tabletop, and we're going to hover the knees. So just bring the knees up about an inch, a couple of centimeters off the mat or off the floor space, wherever you're at. Have a gentle dome in the back, not too heavy, just a little one, so we're feeling into the arms. Bring that navel to the spine, so we're engaging our core, and we're activating the thighs. And we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. You can gently rock forward and back if your wrists need a little bit more love. And from there, we're going to walk the hands forward, and we're going to come into our first high plank. Create stability in the body. Bring the shoulders and the hands towards the feet towards the hands. Dome in the upper back, bringing that navel to the spine. From there, we're going to bring the feet together, rolling onto the outer edge of the right foot, and stick your arm up to the sky. Push into the ground. Stick them hips up as high as you can. But bring the bum forward, so it's trying to stack that instead of sticking it out. Tuck it under, and with that left arm we're going to roll under, and we're going to stick that left arm underneath the right for side plank reach. Bring it back up to the sky. There's one. There's two. The last one. Bring it under, hold, reach as far away as you can. 3, 4, 5, and reach that up to the sky. Place that left hand down, and we're going to roll over to the other side. So we're rolling onto the left hand this time. Reach the right arm up to the sky, push into the ground so we're not collapsing into that left shoulder, hips up to the sky. And we're going to bring that right arm underneath the left and reach as far as we can, and back up to the sky on your inhale. Up to the sky. Last one. Bringing that right arm underneath. 3, 2, 1. Reach up to the sky. Place that right hand to meet your left. Coming into your high plank. Squeeze the navel to the spine. Squeeze your glutes. Bring the thighs up. And we're going to shift forward, coming into a chaturanga, back up to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, back up, high plank. Bring the elbows in as you lower down, push back up. 2 more, shift forward, lower down, push back up. Last one, shift forward, lower down halfway, push back up, high plank, drop the elbows down, coming into forearm plank. Okay, bring that navel to the spine. Get your posture right. From there, we're going to bring our right knee to our right tricep. Step it back. Left knee, left tricep, step it back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. From the forearm plank, set your hands up, and we're going to raise both elbows at the same time, coming into extended plank, and hold this position. Just breathe. Keep pushing into the ground. Bring that navel to the spine. And slowly lower down onto your bellies. Extend the arms out wide. I like to call this a wide cobra. So flip over the toes so the tops of your feet are on the mat. And we're going to pull up through the back, bringing the shoulder blades onto the back, squeezing the glutes, and we're going to lower back down. There's 1, 2, 3, we roll up. 4, we roll. And 4, we roll up. On your inhale, exhale, roll back down. 5, we roll up and we hold. See if you can get a little lighter on the fingertips. Make sure the back and the shoulders are pulled onto your back. Extend through the head, squeeze the glutes. Lower back down. From there we're going to come and bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, bring the knees off the ground, and we're going to push up into a high plank. Step back into downward facing dog, and we're going to meet at the top of the mat in a nice forward fold position. We're going to bend the knees and raise the hands up and sink the hips into chair pose. Extend through the fingertips. I like to then turn my hands so the fingertips are facing towards my face, so I'm externally rotating the shoulders, sinking my hips a little bit lower and pulling that navel to spine. From there, we're going to bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to twist open to the right hand side, and we're going to hook that left knee outside our left elbow outside our right knee. Bring the feet together, keep extending through the torso, and from here we're slowly going to start to bend the left foot, so the left foot comes up, So you're coming into a sort of flamingo pose. Extend the left leg away from you while still having the elbow and the knee connected. Touch down at the back of the mat. Turn your body around. And we're going to pivot back into that back foot, coming into a skandasana at the back of your mat. And we're going to straighten through that back leg. And we're going to sink back down. And we're going to straighten through that back leg. And we're going to sink back down. And this time, as we come up, we're going to rise up, pivot the foot to face forward, and we're going to come into half moon pose at the top of the mat. So shift the weight forward, extend through the fingers, extend through the back leg. Half moon, open up through your chest. Fingers up to the sky. And then we're going to keep that straight leg, or as straight as you can keep it. And we're going to rise up and bring it round wide to activate the left glute. As we bring it in and rise up into tree pose at the top of the mat. Now you want to bring the foot into the thigh into the foot, or you can place the foot into the calf with the same instructions. You don't want to place it on the knee because you're trying to protect your knee joint by pushing your foot into the knee. It's going to cause you all sorts of grief. So just stay in tree pose, keep your focus where you need it to be. Take an inhale, exhale. And as you inhale, bring that left knee up into the chest, and then shift the weight forward, extend through the toes, coming into a warrior three. Extend and point the toes, extend your head forward, gaze down, and we're just slowly going to bring that left foot to meet our right. Sink the hips up, down, bring the arms up, coming into chair pose. And we're going to repeat it all on the second side. So take a few moments in chair pose, just to relax in your seat. From there, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. And again, we're going to twist the body from the core, and we're going to swoop and push that right elbow into the left knee so they meet and they connect, create a solid foundation. And then again, begin to bring the right foot up. And then as your foot comes to about 90 degrees, start to extend it away from you, keeping contact with the knee and the elbow. Slowly place it down to the back of the mat. Pivot your body up. And then we're going to sink back down into that back leg for skandasana at the back of the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back up. Inhale, lower down. Take an exhale. And again, we're going to come up into a half moon pose. So when you're ready, exhale and shift the weight over, coming into half moon. If you need a block or a book underneath your hand, please take that. And if not, extend through the body, extend through the back foot, extend and open up through the chest by reaching your top hand to the sky. And again, we're going to try to keep that right foot nice and high until the last moment. And we're going to bring that all the way around and then rise up into your tree pose. Again, when you make contact with where you make contact, counteract the contact by pushing the two points of contact together. A lot of contact there. And so right foot inside, left thigh, push, and then you can sort of bring your hips forward as well and use this as a hip opening practice by bringing the right knee back slightly and pushing the hips forward. Tree pose. Do with what you need with the hands. I'm going to extend mine overhead. You can have them out wide, whatever you need for balance. From there, we're going to bring that right knee into the chest, bend into the front leg, extend the foot away from you, Coming into warrior three, point the toes, extend through the body, bring the shoulder blades onto the back. And we're going to bring that right foot to meet the left, and we're going to sit down into a squat. And from here, place the hands behind you, coming into a crab position. And then from there, we're going to extend and push into the ground, push the hips up to the sky, squeeze the glutes, and pull the shoulder blades onto the back. Head can be back or straight up to the sky. Have the fingertips facing away from you, and we lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale, come up. Make sure those glutes are engaged. Lower down. Last one. Push up to the sky. Gaze where you need it to be. You can rock forward and back if you choose to. Come down into that crab, and we're going to sink the bum onto the mat this time. And we're going to bring the legs up for boat pose. Extend through the toes. We're going to lower down to low boat. We're briefly going to hold, and then we're going to come up to high boat, back to low boat. So bring up. Bit of a core work. This always challenges my balance here in high boat. 3, nice and controlled. 4, lower down. Last one, come up. If you want to extend the legs, you can. I'm going to keep a 90-degree bend in my legs. Lower down one more time, just for fun, hey? We'll come back up, place the feet onto the ground, and we're going to roll up into a squat. Now, you can choose to stay in your squat. You can choose to come into crow pose if you know how to get there. And if you want to, you can even come into one-legged crow, which I'm going to try to do today. So we're going to bring the knees up high into the knees up high into the armpits. We're going to shift the weight slightly forward, coming into crow pose. It's a little bit sweaty here today, so we'll see if we can do this. Shift the weight forward, extend the left leg away, bring that left knee back to tricep, and we'll lower back down. That was one side. It is very sweaty here today, so let's see if we can get the other side in. Again, crow pose is an option, and if you want to just stay in squat, you can stay in a nice low squat. Again, knees up into the armpits, shift the weight forward, grip through the mat with your fingertips, crow pose. Extend that right leg away, bring it back to the elbow, and lower the hips back down. From there, we're going to roll over and come back into our downward facing dog. Lower the elbows to the ground, coming into dolphin. Gaze between the thumbs, and we're going to bring our nose to the thumb and back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, just activating our back. 5, push up into dolphin, into downward facing dog, and we're just going to lower down into dolphin. At the same time, elbows touch the ground, and push back into your downward facing dog. Elbows lower to the ground, push down to facing dog. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. From there, extend your right leg away from you, and we're sort of going to bring that knee to the right right elbow, and then step sort of between your hands, but not quite. Roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. Flex the toes to protect your knee, and we're just going to take a couple of pigeon squats. So just opening up that hip flexor a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, and when you feel ready, bring that knee to the right hand. Open up your body and rest in pigeon. You can stay upright for a little bit longer if you choose to. You can come down onto your elbows. Whatever pigeon variation you choose to take. You can grab a bolster or a block, stick it under your hip if it doesn't quite sit low enough. It's causing you a bit of discomfort. Whatever you choose to take is perfectly fine. From there, create a solid foundation with the hands, push your hips up, right leg up to the sky, and step it down to meet your left. Stick that left leg up to the sky, and again, going to bring it into that knee, step the foot sort of in between the hands, flex the toes, come to the outer edge of the foot, and just sink a little bit into that hip for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring that left knee to left wrist and sink down into your pigeon pose. Same options as before. Sort of recommend taking whatever you took on the first side. Down onto the elbows, or stay up nice and upright. And you can just sort of sway your hips if you want to. Push onto the back foot, sink the left leg up to the sky, place it down to meet the other foot, meeting in downward facing dog. And from there, I'm just going to come down to knees and extend through my body for a child's pose. You can extend the arms away from you as far as you can. You can even bring them alongside and place your forehead to the ground. And just relax. This is the closing of your practice, so whatever you want to do here to finish up, it makes feel good in your body, please do so. For me, I'm going to roll up, grab a block, sit down. It's a hot day here in Perth, so I hope you've enjoyed this flow. It's quite sweaty for me, so hopefully you've worked up a bit of a sweat in your own body. And let me know how this was for you, if you enjoyed it, if it was harder, easier than you expected. Either which way, I'd love to know and hear your feedback. And thanks for joining me at A Moment to Move, and I'm sure I'll catch you on the next one.